Touchdown, baby! Looking over the Georgia D. Swan wants to come on a blitz. Bedberger will be sacked back at the 17-yard line. Jordan Jenkins.
2:38 to go in the third quarter.
Mason in the shotgun, throws it. Touchdown under the goalpost. Tiptoeing out of the back line of the end zone for the touchdown.
Hello everybody and welcome to Inside Georgia Football with head coach Mark Richt. I'm Chuck Dowdle. Bulldog fans and this Bulldog team have had to wait a full year to seek revenge against one of Georgia's greatest rivals, the Clemson Tigers. But it's here. You're going to be hearing from Chris Connolly, from Michael Bennett, on the defensive side from Corey Moore. A little bit later on, we'll have highlights of the Dogs and the Tigers at Sanford Stadium, and you'll get the post-game analysis from head coach Mark Richt. And also a special feature that you won't want to miss on a young man that really shows what Bulldog heart means. All that straight ahead on Inside Georgia Football with head coach Mark Richt.
Inside Georgia Football with head coach Mark Richt is presented by Georgia's own credit union. It's your future, own it. Also brought to you by AT&T, building you a better network.
There are certain times in life when things get crazy. Like when we have great expectations. When it's time to move on. Or when life just happens. And when things change and I need a loan, I head to Georgia's own credit union. Georgia's own credit union. It's your future, own it.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm looking for a phone plan. It has to be a great one, and I don't compromise.
Okay, how about 10 gigs of data to share, unlimited talk and text, and for a family of 4, it's $160 a month?
Wow, sounds like a great deal. So, I'm getting exactly what I want then.
Appears so.
Now, I'm not too sure what to do with my arms right now, because this is where I usually start throwing things.
Oh, that's terrifying.
AT&T's best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month.
Fans use signs to identify themselves. The chop, the fork, the O, hook 'em horns. But there's one sign everyone wants to be identified with. Number 1. Fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Ours, just buy another Hyundai. Number 1 in customer loyalty 5 years in a row. Show your loyalty using the hashtag #ThisIsLoyalty.
Inspire our players.
Georgia has to win over 18th ranked LSU.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top,
1-0. This segment of Inside Georgia Football is brought to you by AT&T, building you a better network.
I know we all have been watching that clock count down. You know, I remember when it was like 180 days till Clemson and stuff, and now it's like 4 days away. So it's crazy, and we really got to start off with a win and get the season started off the right way.
It's a time for redemption. It's a time for us to step up and show what we can really do. It's a new team. There's a lot of different players and new spots and guys who want to step up and show the world what they can do and who Georgia really is this year. We want to set the tone and we want to do things the right way, and that starts with Clemson.
Our captains for the first game of the year: Hudson, Andrews, Sterling, Costa. Yes, sir. Y'all get a break, because we want the scout team to kick some butt today. All right, if you are on the scout team on a kicking team, If you are covering a kick, don't stop till you tag off on the runner. All right, we're getting you guys running down the field really good, but if somebody starts to block you, you stop. You got to react and go to the runner so we can sit and fit and do all the things that we got to do to block to the end of the whistle. We're trying to block to the end of the whistle, and you guys are stopping. Same thing's happening over here. If you get blocked over here, our guy is assigned to you. Scout team, sometimes you'll stop. Not all the time, some of the time. I need more realism from the scout team over there. Y'all doing a pretty good job of tempo, but we got to make sure we're doing a great job of execution. Because the closer we get to simulating the real game, the closer chance we have of really being ready for that thing. And the scout team that did a sorry job, that group, that team right there, they're going to have trouble getting used to the speed and the pace of the game. So you scout teamers, you're going to set the tone with how hard you go, and then everybody else has got to get after it, okay? You got me? All right, we're going to flex right here in just a moment. Let's get a break, get a flex. Once you break, I want you hustling. Let's go.
Coach Rick, man, he's a very passionate type guy. And the closer the game, I think he gets even more excited, man. You can tell when he's talking to you.
You should be a lot better today than you were day one. Oh, look at them knees getting high. Look at that knee getting high. It's game week, baby. It's game week.
When he's excited about a season, when he's excited about a game, and he's energized, it energizes us even more because we have we feed off each other. Energy is something that's contagious, and so is attitude. And when it starts from the head and trickles down, practices can be great.
Atta baby. That boy Chris. Tuck it, tight turn. Hey, tighter turn, tighter turn. All right, RB, see if you can work as good as those tight ends did.
When your coaches are excited about something, gets you fired up. When they believe in the plan, you believe in it. So they're very confident, and so are we.
Atta boy, Sterling. Hey, Sterling, congratulations. Captain. Come on. Hey, if you miss it the first time, get on it the second time. You got me? You don't get two stabs at it. Ho, 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 ho. Well, get it on the first time then.
To see him see the excitement from him coming from a big season kind of shows that he knows that we have the talent, we have the coaches, we have the leaders to be a great team this year and, possibly go all the way. So it's like, to see that he believes and see that excitement really means a lot to us.
Here we go. Got the same thing, knees up, Keith. Hit. Atta way, finish. That's better. Faster. Come on, get your eyes around. Right there before the half. Beautiful. Atta baby, Hudson.
He's done everything in his power to get us ready as a team, offense, defense, special team-wise. And I think we're ready to prove it, not only for him, but for ourselves. So, Coach Rick, I think he's a great coach, and he's ready to go to battle with us this year.
Get your little something to drink, get ready to rock and roll. Let's go.
The barn is filled with the hay, man. We've been doing the work. We've gone all winter, we've gone all summer. Every single little thing, every single time that we've gotten on to each other and we've pushed each other a little bit farther. We've done one more rep, we've ran one more sprint. Every single time that we've done those things, that was for this moment right now. And now there's no more preparation. There's no more film study. There's no more putting in any work. Now it's time to cash in on all of that. All of that preparation is for this moment right now.
Coming up, a special feature you won't want to miss. A young man who's had some heart troubles, but he's got a big Bulldog heart. A special feature on Cooper Smith.
So tell me about that AT&T Best Ever Family pricing thing.
It's 10 gigs of data to share with unlimited talk and text, and for a family of 4, that's $160 a month.
$160 a month? Sign us up.
Maybe we sign you up at the store after this.
Right, because this is the
food court. Yeah, it's the food court.
AT&T's Best Ever Family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices, like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
Our 21st birthday is one you don't want to miss because you could win up to $2.5 million or one of 12 Kia Souls. How's that for party gifts? We're all grown up and it's your time to celebrate. Play the 21 Black Series Scratchers, new from the Georgia Lottery.
I know they inspire our players.
Georgia has to win over 18th ranked LSU.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top, 1-0.
This segment of Inside Georgia Football is brought to you by Georgia Lottery.
When I was 20 weeks pregnant, we went to find out if we were having a little girl or a boy. And in that visit, we found out we were having a second little boy, which we were very excited. We had an infant at home, actually, so Cooper was a big surprise. We thought, whenever I found out I was pregnant, that we thought I was just very, very tired, and come to find out I was having another one. And so we have two little boys that are 16 months apart in age. And when I found out at that 20 weeks visit, though, that our little boy didn't have 4 chambers. And it was a Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock, and they said, we are having problems. We can't see everything we need to see. There's a doctor we want to try to get you in with.
Cooper had his first surgery at 2.5 months old, and it was called open chest surgery, and they basically put a pulmonary artery band around his pulmonary artery to restrict blood flow to his lungs. And since then, he's just been kind of trucking right along, and we figured out the next step was to have open heart surgery, and he just turned 7, so it's just amazing how strong he is. And when my nephew sent out a tweet on Twitter and just sent out a little synopsis about Cooper's situation and how he loves UGA football and just lives and breathes it.
I sent out a tweet because I knew social media would be a good place to start it at. And once I sent it out, I mean, it just rapidly grew, and retweets are coming back and forth. And it got out to all the Georgia fans that saw it, tagged all the players, and then that's how it got started right there.
When we heard about Cooper, when some of those people reached out to us, and you know, we always really want to do as much as we can with our schedules. That's what's tough. And so since he was in Atlanta, we contacted Mr. Miles, and Mr. Miles gave us a bus, and we rode down there and saw him. And just to be able to, like I said earlier, use your platform to use it in a positive light.
The time that we were able to spend with Cooper was awesome. From the hospital visit where the guys got together, we got in our vans and we headed up to Atlanta, and being able to see him and his family, and such an awesome family, a family that encourages me because of the emphasis that they put on their family and their kids, and really just the strength that they have going through that sort of situation, but also Cooper himself having the strength and ability to sit up after that kind of surgery, and to see some of his idols who play on the field being able to sit up and greet these guys and not be shy and not be scared, but you could tell he was in pain, and just the ability that he had to do that, it really was encouraging to me.
To have UGA come to the hospital and visit him was just unbelievable. I mean, 11 players came and just lit that boy up. I wish they could have got a little bit better reaction out of him. He wasn't feeling real good that day, but the next morning he woke up and it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. First thing he asked for was, "Where's my football?"
Seeing First Experience, those guys coming in, and they were there to hang out. They weren't there to just come and hand him something and sign something and then walk out the door. They came in and they engaged with him, and even though he was in a lot of pain, I don't think he said one word, but unfortunately he was in a lot of pain that night. But my heart was pounding probably just as hard as Cooper's does on a daily basis because of the excitement I know that he was having, but he just couldn't express it.
I just love seeing the grin on his face when they walked in. Todd Gurley and Hudson Mason, Malcolm Mitchell, Chris Conley, they're just a great team. I was very excited. It was just so amazing to see all the football players. Go Dogs, sick 'em.
Up next, the Dogs and the Tigers square off between the hedges.
There are certain times in life when things get crazy, like when we have great expectations, when it's time to move on, or when life just happens. And when things change and I need a loan, I head to Georgia's Own Credit Union. Georgia's Own Credit Union. It's your future. Own it.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top, 1-0.
To 2, Tennessee leading, crowd roaring against Georgia, trying to make them drop it. We hand it off to Herschel. There's a hole. 5, 10.
All I remember is hitting his leg, and it was like I hit a tree trunk. It was the hardest thing I'd ever hit.
12, he's running over people. Oh, you Herschel Walker. My God almighty, he ran right through 2 men. Herschel ran right over 2 men. They had him dead away inside the 9.
This segment of Inside Georgia Football is brought to you by Georgia's Own Credit Union. It's your future. Own it.
Mason fakes it to him, throws to a wide open Bennett. Bennett jumps in the air, spins in the air, makes the catch. Gurley the lone setback. Mason hands it off to Todd. Gurley to the near side, 20, 15, 10, 5. Tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown. That's the first of the year for the Dogs. Taylor Maxey with a block at 4. And the Dogs are a point away from tying this thing. Chevy 3rd and Growl in Sanford Stadium, and the Tigers will convert. No, he dropped it. He caught it at the 39-yard line. In the air, Mike Williams. He got hit by Quincy Mauger. 3rd and 8. Dogs blitz, and they will drop Stout back inside the 5. Damian Swan came on a blitz. Right. Snap it to Mason. They'll look right, throw it in the other direction. There's Bennett with a catch at the 7. Bennett to the 5, to the 3, down to the 2. Georgia trying to take the lead. Mason going to keep it on a sneak. They push him from behind. He drives. Did he get in? Yeah, touchdown. Gurley going to take it halfway deep in the end zone, run it out straight ahead, 15, 20. Gurley needs a block, cuts back 30, 40, 50. Gurley won't be caught. 40, say goodbye. Go, Todd, go. 15, 10, 5, 100-yard touchdown. Tigers with the ball on their 43. Handoff goes to DJ Howard. He runs wide, tries to get to the corner, just runs right into a pile of red shirts. Stout in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, stands in the pocket, throws to the far sideline, and picked off. Reggie, no, that's Aaron Davis. The quarterback came diving in, a flying interception as he rolls on the turf. It's the Dogs' ball going the other way. Play into the 4th quarter. Stretch and hand it to Sony Michel. He runs for the corner. He's got the 30, the 25, the 20, down the near sideline, and pulled out of bounds from behind by Curse. Behind the line of scrimmage. Toss to Gurley. Starts straight, cuts back straight. Angles for the end zone. He's at the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Todd Gurley. Out in motion to the far side. Quarterback draw, or maybe we forced him to run as Jordan Jenkins comes in and we'll get him. Dogs start in Clemson territory at the 47. Here's a pitch to Nick Chubb, however, who's in it tail. Chubb breaks one tackle, breaks another, trying to pull away from another. He does. There goes Chubb. Chubb down the near sideline. He's going to go. Give him 6. Yes, sir. In the pocket, knocked to the turf by Leonard Floyd. Floyd with a sack, just knocked him right on his back. 7:44 to go on their own 49-yard line. There's the toss to Gurley, waiting for the block. Cuts through the hole, there goes Gurley. 35-30, 25-20, get to the end zone, go! He does it again! Touchdown, Todd Gurley, it's 4th of the night.
Coming up next on Inside Georgia Football with head coach Mark Richt, the head coach himself will get his post-game analysis on the Dogs and the Tigers.
They inspire our players.
Georgia has the win over 18th ranked LSU.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top, 1-0.
15-2 Tennessee leading. Crowd roaring against Georgia, trying to make them drop it. We hand it off to Herschel. There's a hole. 5, 10.
All I remember is hitting his leg, and it was like I hit a tree trunk. It was the hardest thing I'd ever hit.
12, he's running over people. Oh, you Herschel Walker. My God almighty, he ran right through 2 men. Herschel ran right over 2 men. They had him dead away inside the 9.
They inspire our players.
Georgia has the win over 18th ranked LSU.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top, 1-0.
To 2 Tennessee leading. Crowd roaring against Georgia, trying to make them drop it. We hand it off to Herschel. There's a hole. 5, 10.
All I remember is hitting his leg, and it was like I hit a tree trunk. It was the hardest thing I'd ever hit.
12, he's running over people. Oh, you Herschel Walker. My God almighty, he ran right through 2 men. Herschel ran right over 2 men. They had him dead away inside the 9.
Inside Georgia Football with head coach Mark Richt is presented by Georgia's Own Credit Union. It's your future, own it. Also brought to you by AT&T, building you a better network. This segment of Inside Georgia Football is brought to you by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
Well, Coach, 45-21 final over Clemson, and a 21-all halftime barn burner, and then what a difference in that second half.
Right. Well, we just played extremely well on defense, on special teams, offense. Didn't hardly have to throw the ball the second half, which was nice. We knew we had a big, strong stable of backs, and we were hoping by the end of the game we'd have some fresh legs going against some guys that were fatigued on the other side, and it turned out to be that way.
Todd Gurley, I know all the backs played great, but Todd Gurley had a special night. I don't think by anybody's definition.
Right.
Have you seen a back have a night like that?
Not that often. I mean, he did a beautiful job of running the ball. Kickoff return was unbelievable. He's a special player, no doubt.
What now, going forward? You keep trying to use all of these guys because they've all shown you, even the young guys, they can.
Oh, they can, and Keith Marshall, he's still kind of shaking off that injury a little bit, and I think Keith is going to do extremely well throughout the season and get better as we go. And I'm sure we'll see some Brendan Douglas before it's over too. But great backs, all healthy right now. Praise the Lord. Hopefully it'll stay that way, and we'll keep hammering it.
Well, congratulations. That's a great start to this season. Week off, then on to South Carolina, getting those SEC awards.
Well, the last thing to say too is that defense, I think they gave up. I think they got 1 first down. They gave up 1 first down in the second half, and you're right. The fans were off the chain.
That was great. All right, all of you in the Bulldog Nation, can't thank you enough for your support here at Sanford Stadium tonight on the Red Out. Have a great Bulldog week, everybody.